In order to improve the trust between employees, the company organizes a trip to space. Midway through the trip, they save a homeless man. The leader of the group says that he has to trust others. However, the homeless man opens his huge mouth and swallows. It's infiltrated the power system and is wreaking havoc. It's also cutting off the lights. Professor White leads the group to the safety chamber where there is plenty of food in a safe environment. But then the oxygen supply is destroyed. The situation has become urgent. Professor White announces an immediate mission. Bender and Fry are to cross the hall and restart the main engine. Amy and Leela were to head to the cockpit and retrieve the ship's steering wheel. Keeney and Lobsterbottom were to repair the oxygen supply system from drilling into the ventilation ducts. No one is happy with their partner, but here is no time to pick. Bender and Fry scrambled all the way to the engine section. They managed to start the engine, but the jet of flame damages Bender's balance system and he loses control, breaking Fry's oxygen mask. Bender has no choice but to stuff Fry into his stomach. However, this happens to allow Fry to control Bender's body. They successfully return to the ship. On the other hand, Amy and Leela encounter a monster. Leela was grabbed and was about to be swallowed. Amy hit the monster with a golf ball and saved Leela. The two girls run to the cab and manage to fetch the steering wheel. Meanwhile, Blackie and Lobster have just fixed the ventilation system. They hear the sound of a mysterious creature. It turns out to be a mouse. After relaxing, Blackie gets stuck. The real amoeba arrives and Lobster sprays ink to help Blackie free himself. Everyone makes it back to the safety cabin in time. Mission accomplished. Professor White looks at the crowd happily and says that there is no monster at all. This is all just a simulation to improve teamwork. Blackie is happy that none of this is true. However, the monster that turned into Professor White eats Blackie.